this is going to be a bit of a long one, but I thought if I'm going to be honest, I'm going to be honest. So here we go. How did I manage when I was pregnant? So with my firstborn, I was in a relationship with his dad, obviously, and he was very supportive, and I didn't drink throughout the whole pregnancy. With my second son, it was obviously a different relationship, and we hadn't been together long, and it was a very toxic relationship at the time. And I really wasn't expecting to get pregnant. I wasn't expecting to have a baby. And I was really upset when I found out initially because it was so soon. We'd only been together like 4 weeks, and all my family were like, this is too soon, it shouldn't be happening. And I was really confused about what I was going to do, you know. Um, Obviously, I went along with it, and I'm so grateful that I did, because he's an absolute amazing kid, and I couldn't imagine my life without him now. But at the time, I was really confused, and I didn't know what I was going to do. So, for the first couple of weeks that I was pregnant, I was drinking, and I'm not proud of that. Obviously, his dad knows. Obviously, everyone in my family knows that. I wasn't drinking a lot, but I was drinking, and it wasn't until I knew what I was going to do that I stopped drinking. And I was really, really worried then because I was so concerned that something was going to be wrong, or that something would go wrong with the birth, or, it would be my fault and whatever. And then Alfie was born. And I realised after he was born that when you jumble up the name Alfie, it spells a life. And he was born, and his hand was entirely webbed, completely webbed. And it was just from amniotic banding. But because of obviously how I'd been in the early stages of pregnancy, I was convinced it was me, which made me spiral after he was born. I was really convinced, and I beat myself up. I was so guilty. But then I finally had some genetic testing done, and I spoke with the surgeon, and the surgeon said it's got absolutely nothing to do with you. So obviously over time the guilt went because I knew it wasn't anything to do with me, but honestly it was just the worst time. And I wasn't going to talk about it, to be honest, because people judge so much on this app, and I probably would judge as well if I wasn't in the shoes that I'm in, but it is what it is. And I'm always going to be honest about my journey. So yeah, that's my answer to that. And after I stopped breastfeeding, then I went straight back to drinking as I was normally. Wasn't a good time, guys, but gotta be honest, haven't we?